So, I don't really have a mouth without lipstick, so yeah, entirely too much. Yeah, it doesn't. This. I don't know why I'm filming this, but whatever. Yeah, it's good enough. It's okay. So it's about 2:40 in the morning. I can't really check while I'm filming, and yeah, the background is uneven. Like, it bothers me, but this is the best I can do right now. I suppose I could go get like a sheet and tape it up there, but I'm not going to tape a sheet to my wall, so whatever. Okay, so yesterday's video is kind of a fail. I meant to come back later and talk about the day, but my battery died and I like to keep these focused on the day that I'm doing them. Technically, I'm still wearing what I wore yesterday because it's 2 in the morning, and I don't want to film in my pajamas just yet. So, I've been meaning to do the second half of 2016, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So what did I do? I did January through June, yeah. And I forgot to mention Brexit, yeah. Like, I'm not, genetically I'm British, but like culturally and nationality-wise, I'm American. Obviously, you can tell from my accent. And yeah, so I'm not like, British. So I can't remember exactly when Brexit was, but I posted about Brexit on my Tumblr in June, so it was sometime around there. So that happened. I don't know if that's good or bad, because I'm not British, so I don't have an opinion on that either way. So, yeah. Ask a Brit about that, not me. Okay. Yeah. And I mentioned my mother's mother passed away, and I couldn't go to the funeral because, well, yeah, her funeral was like the same day or very close to when my grandmother's birthday, who I consider my gran, when her birthday was. So that didn't really work. And my gran, like I think I said, wants nothing to do with that side. So I think I made videos about that before. If you want me to go, like, if anyone's actually watching this, I'm mostly making these videos for me. If you want me to explain that, just let me know in the little comment section below, and I'll go into that as much as I can without being too personal and going into too many details. Okay, so anyhow, in July, oh yeah, what did I have for July? Oh, I finally got internet in my house. And like you hear, this is like I'm usually in 2 locations, here in my house and at my grandparents' house, which I sort of not really showed in yesterday's video. Yeah. So I remember there a lot. Yeah. There was a long time here where I had cable and no internet, so it was really, and I would go to my grandparents' house to use their internet. So finally, I, like, wisened up. I canceled my cable, but I stayed with the company and I got the internet instead. So no cable, got internet. Because my cable bill was like, what, like $90-something? I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm still with Time Warner Cable. And if you're with Time Warner, you know how they like to jack up the prices on a regular basis, which is awesome, really. So my cable was like, I think $60-70 when I first moved in here in 2008, and it was like up to like 90-something? I don't remember exactly. It was about $90 and going on up for just basic cable. Like, was it 97? Somewhere between 70 and 90. I don't remember the exact number. So I ditched cable and went to internet, which is cheaper thing. My internet is like 60-something a month. So now I've got, and then I got a Roku for my birthday. So I've got, basically I have TV with even more channels and internet for less than what I was paying for cable. So if you're thinking of cutting cable, I definitely recommend it, but keep your internet and get like a Roku or Google Fire or Chrome TV or whatever it's called. Absolutely recommend it. It's like you get all the same channels even if you don't subscribe to things, and there are private channels that you can look for. I don't know how legal those are. It would depend on where you live and what channels you get. But you can get cable channels on the Roku device, and there are things you can pay for, but I'm cheap, so I'm not doing that. And yeah, okay. So what else? Yeah. Oh, I also have a clear TV antenna, one of those flat antennas. I took it down a while back in October when we went to the beach, which I'll get into that later, and I still haven't put it back up yet. I've got to find what I did with it. So yeah, that's it's somewhere. It works okay. Those flat antennas, you have to put them in a window where they have they can't be obstructed by things like structures and buildings, and it will depend entirely on where you put it and where you live. Like for me, it works just fine. As for some people, if you live in a more urban environment, it might not work. You might have some structures in your way. I can't recommend or not recommend that. It just depends on where you live. Oh yeah, Pokemon Go came out. So I'm still playing Pokemon Go. I was one of the people that had to get a new account when they did some upgrade because I lost I couldn't get back into it. So I have not been in any battles. Like Pokemon Go, I am in the rural I can't say that word, the country edition, and yeah, it's kind of boring because you have to hope the person driving the car goes by the Pokestop slow enough for you to actually get stuff, because there is nothing in my area. Like every Pokestop is pretty much a church, and I feel weird stopping at a church that I'm not a member of, which is any. So yeah. And then what's the? I had cable. Oh, I did. My friend T. I'm just gonna say Tiffany because there's too many T. Like I've got two people with the name T. So Tiffany, her name's common enough, so you're not gonna know who Tiffany is. So Tiffany got a cat at some point, and yeah, she got Hannah. Hannah might be featured in a future video here. I have no idea. It depends if I'm at her house and filming or whatever. So Hannah, there was a whole Marina Joyce thing. Yeah, I got in. I don't want to say I got in on that because I didn't do anything, but I was watching the stuff go on. Was it Twitter? Oh, yeah, I was watching the story unfold on Twitter as it was happening. So, and with the it's falling over. Yeah, my thing likes to cut off at random. So, I went to the grocery store today and I completely forgot to get batteries again. I win at grocery shopping, yeah, so anyhow, also I mentioned it was supposed to snow this weekend. Let's see if it's going to stop on me now. Okay, I gotta apparently save this and start over, or not start over, but keep going. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this because this is a process. I'm still learning, despite being here for 10 years, but yeah, with this phone thing, yeah. I'll be right back. I don't know I'm telling you that because I'm just going to go right into the next clip. Yeah. Anywho. Look, alfalfa going there. So, anyhow, yeah. I think that was it for July. Oh, no. I did I went on Pottermore. I know I've done this before, but I went on there again and figured out my Hogwarts house and my Ilvermorny house. And apparently I am Hufflepuff and Horned Serpent, so those are my Harry Potter houses, according to Pottermore at least. I am actually, I like Harry Potter, but I'm not really into Harry Potter like I am with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. I tried reading the books. I don't know if I got to page 2 or chapter 2, I don't remember. I could not get into it. I like the movies. The movies are good. The books could not do it. Just did not have the attention span or patience to read them. I also have not seen all the movies. So, yeah. What was the last Harry Potter movie I saw? Prisoner of Azkaban, I think? Half-Blood Prince? One of those? I don't remember which is which. I don't remember which comes first or what comes after, but yeah. There's several I haven't seen yet. So, unless they're coming on TV anytime soon, on the Roku somehow, yeah, haven't seen them. I mean, usually when I do the online type quizzes, the unofficial ones, I end up as like a Slitherclaw, or like the Ravenclaw Slytherin combination, which somehow on Pottermore turns into Hufflepuff. So since that's the official one, I am apparently Hufflepuff. I see one of my best friends who's really into Harry Potter is also a Hufflepuff, so yeah. And she, like, I guess this house she chose to be in, and I guess that's the one she gets on Pottermore too. I don't know. I don't know what Tiffany is on Pottermore, or if she's even done that. Yeah, so obviously I have not seen Fantastic Beasts. I completely brain farted what it's called. I wanted to go see it, it just didn't happen. Okay, so in August, I made a Tumblr for my cat, Herman. Haven't posted on it much, but it's there. I've got an Instagram for my cat. It's under Herman_Dust So, yeah. I have a Tumblr for my cat. My dog, not so much, because my dog pretty much just sits there. If I did one for my dog, Ranger, it would just be my dog laying down in the same location all the time. So, yeah, my dog doesn't do much. Or it would be my dog laying in maybe like 3 or 4 different locations in the same picture over and over, because my dog is kind of old and she doesn't do much. But yeah, I love my doggy, but she's not, and plus my dog is like almost solid black, and like photography wise, photographically wise, I don't know what the word is. She doesn't photograph that well. It's like solid black and these 2 eyes. You've seen her in my last video, so she doesn't, like, I love my dog, but she just doesn't photograph that great. Like, I've got several photos that I've taken for me, but as for what people on Instagram or whatever would want to see, not so much. Okay, so, yeah. And also, I got let go from my job in August. Like, I think I said before, I was done. There's just a point in your job where you realize no matter how hard you work, how hard you bust your ass, what you do, how long you work, you're not going to get a raise. They're not going to appreciate anything you do. I had given up. Like, I had been working there since 2010, so it was not quite 6 years. It's like 5.5 years, because I started in November. It was little under 6 years that I was there. Is it 10? 16, there's 7, yeah, 6, around 6 years that I was there. I can't do math, I forgot, I can't do math, yeah, but around roughly 6 years, let's just go with that, because I suck at math. But, like, there were times when, you know, I think at one point I worked, like, between 4 and 4.5 hours a day, depending on, like, it varied while I was there, and I wore one of those little pedometer things one time to see how much I had to run around, because I was pretty much the gopher. I went and got I worked in the doctor's office, and I went and got the charts and organized them I organized them properly to be scanned or whatever, and then later on I scanned them, and I worked in the basement area, and our charts were, like, our charts were in the same room as we were, but it's like a huge basement. And then later on, like, I actually helped move, and I think we had like, what, 5 and later 13 doctors worth of charts that I helped move into a storage building beside us. Yeah, so, and like, we were downstairs, and, like, I would run up and down the stairs all day, up and down the stairs. I think I worked, like, logged in, like, between, like, 3 to 5 miles in one day, going up and down the stairs. I would stay late and to work on a chart. Like, some patients' charts are like this thick, and some patients' charts are like this thick. So it would vary on, like, there was no set time to work. Like, I had to work on a chart. Like, each chart was different, and so it took me a different amount of time each day, depending on who we had coming in, how many people we had coming in, if they'd been there before, blah, blah, blah. So, I busted my ass there for, like, I think I didn't get a raise until, like, what, 2014? And then it was, like, the highest raise you could get was, like, a 2%, 2014, I think? Yeah, 2014 sounds right, when I finally got a raise. I was at, like, $8 an hour, and I got, like, the highest raise you could get was, like, 2% raise. That was it. After, like 4 or 5 years working there, and no raises at all while I was busting my ass, and nothing to compensate for the raises we didn't get, because I wasn't the only one. It's like the entire company, nobody got a raise for those several years. Nothing to compensate for the raises we should have gotten then. So, and then, like, yeah, I'm starting to, like, my heart was out of it. I think I was making, like, I never knew exactly how much I made because it went directly into my bank. So I never actually saw the little paper because it was supposed to be online. And I never got my online password to see that somehow. I don't know what happened, but yeah. I think I was making like $8.26 an hour when I left. Yeah. I handle people's personal medical information. I made like $8.26 an hour. Yeah, so I'm motivated to do my job. And we're like, what, between $8 to $8.26 an hour for 4 to 4.5 hours a day. And at the time, I think 30 hours counted as full time. I figured out there's like at one point where they would have had to let me work 30 minutes a day. I mean, a whopping, oh my god, 30 minutes more a day to make me full time and give me benefits and insurance. I was not making enough to cover my bills. It's like, do I want to pay bills or do I want to buy groceries? Oh, I know, I'll pay my bills and go eat with my grandparents every day because I can't afford food. Do you see my motivation to actually give a shit about my job? No, it was gone. You know, as for like, I know you're supposed to care about your job and what you do, but after like 6 years, you know, honey, I'm sorry. I would have loved to do this, but I'd attempt to give a shit about my job, but I can't wipe my ass with peanuts. So I don't know if anyone I ever work with ever comes across this, but there you go. Appreciating your employees goes a long way. Paying them enough to fucking live on goes a long way. So, I mean, I don't like not having a job right now, but I don't miss the job I had at all. I mean, I do miss my coworkers. My coworkers were awesome. The job, meh. Don't give a shit. And so much for not cursing, but anyhow. I'm gonna say, oh yeah. I posted that I think I have delayed sleep phase syndrome, which I'm working on getting an appointment. I've got to get my jawbone up is charging still, so I'm trying to get enough data for that. But I also need to get a physical first. I don't know if I need a physical. I know I need a referral, but it won't hurt to get a physical anyway because I haven't done that in years. I also think I need to go to the dentist because my tooth is hurting. Yeah, problems all at once. Why not? So, we went to a car show in, I'm not gonna say where. I don't know if we'll do that again this year. We might. I think it's once a month. I kind of want to do that again because that was actually kind of fun. It was the Hot Cars, Hot Nights in Pilot Mountain. Yeah, we went in, was it October or November? I forget when we went. But it was hot as heck. Like, we couldn't last. Maybe we tried twice. We went once in the summer, and I think we went again later. Yeah. And I found $20 on the ground, so that was helpful. No, that was before. That was in August. That was in August because that was August, July. I don't remember when we went, but I've got it posted in August. We went August at some point before I got let go. So the $20 helped. And what else? I posted about my ear issue. Yeah. TMI, but on rare occasions I get this disgusting cyst in my ear that likes to pop and bleed. So yeah, I've had blood running. I've had blood coming out of my ear before. So that happens at complete random, and it's like really fast, like just like. But it's the kind of thing where by the time you can get an appointment for it, the problem's gone. So I've seen doctors for it after it happens, but they haven't, except for like one doctor, they haven't really seen it while it's all puffed up and nasty. I'm not going to show pictures of that because that's gross. So that happened. I'm just going down the list. This is a long video, so yeah. Okay, so it's August, and then in September, I think I posted anything. Yeah, nothing really happened in September except I posted something about the black moon. I don't even remember what that was. So last year, we had the black moon, the super moon. Were the 4 blood moons? Were those 2016 or 2015? either way, I missed every single one of them. I guarantee, like, I love astronomy and astrology, but like astronomy and stuff like that. But for some, like, I guarantee there's some event I will somehow forget it or completely miss it. The supermoon, I think I went outside at the wrong time, because when I went outside, the moon was like this big. Like every photo out there, moon is like this. It's like huge. When I see it, it's like this. It's like itty bitty. So I completely missed that. All the blood moons, completely. I think most of those were in 2015. Yeah, completely missed those. One I remembered, and it was raining. What was it? Not the supermoon. The other moon. There's like not a supermoon, but some other moon. Cloudy, of course. If there's an astronomical thing going on, I guarantee you I will either be somewhere I can't go out and see it, like at work, not work, but like at home or somewhere. It'll be raining, it'll be cloudy. Somehow I will completely miss it, which is awesome. There's also, I think, shooting stars on New Year's, but I was inside watching the ball drop, or the Times Square ball thing, so I completely forgot about it. So yeah. Also, there was a frog in my house. I have no idea how it got in there. I might, if I can find it, I'll put a picture at the end of this video. Yeah, just walking around, when it's like, I just got up in the morning, half asleep. Like, I heard this, like this weird, like this kind of noise. I don't know what you're hearing, but it was like a thumping noise. So I got up like half asleep. You know, not, eyes still blurry, not fully functioning, no coffee yet. Went into my living room to see what was going on. Little, like, hoppy toad, we call them hoppy toads. Little southern toad, I think is the technical name. Not the Latin name, but you know. Just hopping around my living room, have no earthly idea how it got in here. And I don't know where it went either. That was back in September, and I have not found it yet. So, yeah, I don't know if it got back out or if there's a dead frog in my house. That's disgusting. But yeah. Because like I said, it was like 5 in the morning, and I don't function without coffee. So I'm like, okay, I'm like half asleep. I can't, my arms and legs ain't working quite right in the morning. Went off, got my coffee, got woke up, came back, it was gone. So there might be a frog in my house, and here it is. There you go. I don't know where I'm pointing because it's just gonna pop up here. So bye.